Coach's Corner with Coach Whalley after an unbelievable 2-1 win over Nova FC. Coach, you guys are headed back to the Eastern Conference Final. Seems to be a ritual around here, but how does this one feel? Given a week prior to the regular season finale, it looked like your hopes of making it into the playoffs were slim, and now here you are, still standing. What does this feel like?
Well, I think a lot of people have written us off. We hadn't. We still believed. We still believed in our process. I know we've got a really good group of players, and you know it's quite ironic that it was Nova who I think we were very unfortunate against twice, as I talked about in my last interview. So it was a bit of poetic justice perhaps tonight.
Tell me about the way the game went. You guys took a 2-0 lead into halftime, and really it just seems like the energy and the defensive pressure just kind of ramped up in that second half. What did you see? Yeah,
you've got to remember we played, I don't know specifically how many hours ago it was, but we were playing on Saturday morning at 2 a.m. We were very, very tired. They're a good team, they're well coached, they won the league, so congratulations to them, but we're still advancing and we're playing still. And I think we showed a lot of character and heart tonight. I wish we'd have been a bit more clinical in the first half, but obviously with them, they've got great character. They come from behind in a lot of games, so you do worry when they get the goal, and I think the young man took it really well. But we stepped up, and I didn't think they had many great chances laid on. I thought we would, just some warriors in the back, putting their bodies on the line and just doing what they needed to do.
When a game comes down to a one-goal decision, you could look at any number of plays, but the ones that I looked at, honestly, Henry Hampshaw and the number of saves that he made in crucial moments. I mean, what kind of play did you see from him tonight?
I thought he was good in the first half. I didn't think he made that many saves in the second half. Mm-hmm. I thought their goalkeeper was good in the first half as well. There was a lot of shots. The game was very open in the first half. We've got a top-class goalkeeper. We've got 3 or 4 very good goalkeepers at the club, which is great. But the guys ultimately fought and put their bodies on the line. And I know you're probably going to ask me this question in a minute, but I tell you what, when you've got the bank singing and cheering and belting out when every tackle, every throw in, the Town Bank fan base, unbelievable. I'd say it's the best in the league. We're going to see what Vermont's fan base is like and see how that goes up there.
Well, look, I still have to ask, the last 10 minutes specifically, I don't think I have ever heard the noise in this place at that level. What did it feel like down here?
Yeah, it gives you goosebumps. I'll be totally honest. It's hard to get your message across to the team. But every tackle, every challenge, everything they did, they were into it. And it does. It's 100. It's not 12th man, it's 12th and 13th man. And they were brilliant tonight. We really, really proud of our fan base sticking with us through we had some difficult times this season, but ultimately they stuck with us and we stuck with them, and now we're deep in another playoff run.
And last thing, heading up to Vermont, chance at an Eastern Conference Final, and hey, a few wins away from the ultimate. What's the message to this team as you guys move forward?
A bit of rest, a couple of days off, I imagine. Everyone's very, very tired. I hear Vermont's beautiful this time of year. I think is it maple syrup up there, so maybe get a bit of that while we're there.
There you go.
Yeah, but no, I'm excited. We played them a few years ago here at Town Bank, and I think you've got 2 of the best franchises on the East Coast playing each other. I think that's what this league wants, that's what we want, and we're going to go up there, we believe in ourselves, and let's see how we get on.
Hey, a week prior to the regular season finale, this team looked like they needed some help. They got it. They're still standing after a 2-1 win over Nova FC, headed to the Eastern Conference Final. Hopefully, Coach, we don't know, still a lot left to be decided. Who knows, maybe if the fates align, we'll see you back here in a few weeks.
Fingers crossed.
All right.
Thank you so much to all the fans, the whole season, all your support. Keep cheering us on next week in Vermont, and as always, up the bridge.